Miko, could you tell us about the importance of being able to run the ball and use multiple backs to help a rookie quarterback?
When it comes to running the football, that's what I believe in. That's how you win games. You have to run the ball, right, to keep defensive honest, right, so you can allow yourself to throw the ball and take shots when they are available. But it all starts with the O-line and the backs, right, having a quality O-line that can move, right, cause displacement on the defensive line, and also the backs who can finish, right, make runs that are blocked for 3, can they turn it into 6-7 yard gains. So it's important to have all those factors in place, O-line, backs, right, all in sync, being able to run the football.
With the next few days being so much roster turnover here and around the league, what's the message to the guys as far as what you tell them, maybe some of the people that are on the bubble or uncertain of their future?
Yeah, with the cuts that are coming up, it's tough day, sensitive, right? It's a delicate situation for a lot of guys. But you want to tell guys just to keep working, right? Continue their dreams. Hopefully they have opportunity to make another 53-man roster or make a practice squad. There is opportunity, all right, around the entire NFL to be able to make it, and that's my message to those guys. But with the group that we've had, guys that have been with us from OTAs or training camp, and first thing first is I appreciate guys just their work ethic and just how much work those guys put in for us. I don't take that lightly. And guys have done a great job of what we asked them to do, asked them to work hard each and every day. Our guys did that. They didn't complain. They just worked. So it's a hard day. Over the next couple of days, it'll be a hard few days, right, having to let guys go because I know the work that these men have put in.
You guys have been banged up through training camp. How many of these players do you expect to end up on injured reserve at the beginning of the season? Does that help you in terms of keeping some guys you might have cut otherwise?
We're still going through that evaluation process of figuring out the roster, so that'll be ongoing over the next couple of days.
When you do make you all do make the cuts, there is going to be a lot of players that are going to be available and going to be cut from other teams. How will you all evaluate if some of those players will fit this team?
We're always looking to improve our roster. If that's someone who was at another club, if it's someone that can improve our roster, we're always looking to do that. And I think that's an ongoing process throughout the entire season. You're always looking to better the back end of your roster, and that just drives the competition to make guys in front of them better. So that's always something we'll be pushing for. When it comes to the quarterback position, it depends on which 3 do you have. We feel really strongly about our 3 quarterbacks, and I think we have a really good quarterback room. So we feel good about all 3 of those guys.
When you cut guys, do you tell them you'd like to good chance you'd like to bring back a practice squad if they clear waivers?
If that's true, we'll tell guys that if we have opportunity for the practice squad for them. If not, we just want to be honest with guys in this very hard situation, right? You want to be honest with guys. If we have a practice squad availability, we'll let those guys know. If not, we'll let them know that as well.
Tied into the fullback situation is you guys like to use that. How do you assess that group after training camp? Obviously, there was some bang-ups there. How do you, after your situation right now, how would you evaluate that group?
Our tight ends are coming along really well. I'm really pleased with where everyone is in that group. Tight ends and fullbacks feel like we have a really good group there.
Coach, ever since OTAs, you've been talking a lot about competition at a lot of different positions. With cut down day tomorrow, what has been your evaluation about the cornerback group? It seems like that might be one of the deepest positions.
The guys competed in the cornerback room a lot. There's a lot of quality players there. Guys competed. And we'll see where we end up over the next few days. But I love the way those guys competed every day, right? It was challenging for a lot of the guys, but they fought through and they pushed and they got better. Credit to our coaches who worked with those guys. They did a really good job with them.
Did Cam Dantzler have a chance to impact or show impact during his short practices? Because I assume he showed an impact in the game on Sunday.
It was fun to see Cam go out, and make a big play for us there to end that game. It's a fun moment for the entire team, right, to end the game there. And Cam had only been with us for a few days, so it's encouraging to see his talent. He's played in the league. He's NFL corner, so he has the ability to play in this league.
How much does it change? I know you talked about it once last week. All the cuts on one day, what you guys have to do. I mean, because you're not even, you're focusing on your own team, but now you've got all the people that are available on one day. How much does that change what you guys do from trying to maybe look at other talented places?
It takes a collective effort, right, from our scouting department. They've been doing an excellent job of looking at other rosters, other teams, trying to kind of predict who may be released and if those guys can, help add value to our roster. So it takes a team working together when it comes to that. It's not just because the coaches are focused on prepping for games, So having Nick and his staff, the way they work, they've been outstanding. Right, and they've done a really good job of knowing the entire league, not just knowing our roster, but knowing where we can get better, knowing where we can add depth. So taking that collective approach has been really good for us.
Because since Kenyon Green was drafted, he's been a big story because he's from here at A&M. Could you talk about his situation now, especially in light of him playing with the twos last night?
Yeah, with the offensive line situation, Dieter, we see he was the guy that deserved more reps, so we gave him some of the reps, seeing how he looked with the first team. Kenyon has done a great job of, battling through. He's dealing with some things. He's battled through a lot, and it's been tough on him, but I'm proud of Kenyon and what he's battled through that everyone may not know, but tough kid, right, going through a lot, but he tried to go every single day, and he pushed it for us, and proud of his effort and what he put out there for us.
Injuries?
Yeah, he's been dealing with multiple things, and I'm proud of Kenyon.
Take a few more.
With Tank Dell's work at kick return, punt return, he had a nice return the other day. How does that factor in how you see him as a player? Can he handle all of those roles as a rookie? And how you look at the rest of the roster as you make these decisions?
When you look at Tank, he's a guy who's, as I said multiple times, he's been an explosive playmaker. Just how do you get the ball in his hands, whether it's at the receiver position or returner position? Tank is the guy who can make plays for us all over the field. So whatever Tank can handle, right, that's what he'll do for us.
Coach, when you were with San Francisco, you were part of the evaluation process and making recommendations for players to be on the team to the head coach. Now you're the head coach. What is that process for you now to be able to listen or hear from your position coaches, your coordinators, and things like that?
It's important for me as we build a team. It's important to have input from everyone, and no one knows the players more than their position coaches. They spend the most time with those guys, so they know. Right, they know those guys, and so I rely heavily on their opinions of what they think about the guys, and we just take a holistic approach of where does it work for our team, right? And but coaches' input is very valuable. I don't take it lightly, even with the draft process, free agent process, and also with the final roster cut down. Coaches will always have input as long as I'm around because I know they put a lot of work in, and no one cares more about their position than that actual position coach. So I think they're very vital to us, right? Seeing it from every angle we could possibly see it, having the coaches, the scouts, myself, everyone, Nick, looking at it. So we have a really cool approach here, and I think it works out because we get all the information that we need to try to make the best decision for our team.
When you go back and you look at the tape from last night, how impressive was Xavier Hutchinson, a guy who hadn't played special teams with him and gave his all last night?
That's all we asked for from Hutch, is continue to get better, work hard. That's what he's been doing. And it showed. It was good to see it finally come to fruition last night with him making some big-time plays for us. So it's good for Hutch to see. He just keeps getting better each week, and that's all we ask of him, and happy with where he's headed.
The waiver wire, by virtue of last season's record, how much is that an opportunity potentially when you can kind of look at the way draft with the waiver wire to look at guys that may get cut somewhere else being sent to the waiver wire?
Yeah, as we look at acquiring players, I think it's done in multiple ways, whether it's the waiver wire, draft, free agent, signings, whatever it may be. However you can improve your team, that's what we're going to try to do, try to find the best guys that we can find for our team, and that's our job, to make sure we put the best team out there, so we'll try to find those guys any way possible.
Okay. What was it for CJ? It's preseason, but to connect with the touchdown, pass touchdown, to kind of finish preseason as he starts to get ready for his first win?
I think it was really important for him to get that touchdown. Right, it's something you've been yearning for a long time, and you're trying to make all these plays to get in the end zone, and to see it finally happen, you could just see the happiness and the kind of big sigh of relief, like, yeah, we finally got in. So it was fun to see the energy, see the excitement from everyone on the sideline. I think everybody was happy, for CJ, all right, to make that play, him and Nico. So he needed that. Right, and we all needed to see him make that happen, and it was a cool moment for our entire team.
What about the best when he threw was incomplete? What do you think about his performance on that long throw?
Yeah, that's where CJ, he excels. Whether it's the deep passes, all different levels, he can place the ball exactly where he wants it. Right, so excellent ball placement with the deep throw, and we just expect to start connecting on those a little bit more.
All right, last one for us. Jordan Murray played his bonus last night. What did you see from him? Training camp? What's his?
Yeah, Jordan's been improving in training camp, and he did a good job last night making most of the opportunities that he was given. So it was cool to see Jordan show up.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Y'all have a great day.